What's up guys? In this video I'll show you why aggressive ads are not always the best option when it comes to driving traffic from Facebook or any other platform, be it Meta or Google or anything else. Aggressive ads do work sometimes, but there's always a risk, and in this video I'm gonna explain what happens if you do it wrong. Okay, so I have done a campaign, a test one, and I went pretty aggressive with ads. I made some video ads and they were very catchy. They had a great hook. There was a nice creative. The ad looks kind of like this. You can see that it has a sound to it, so I have added a sound at the beginning so that people people can hear this kind of notification sound, and then there's a pretty aggressive headline, and it's a decent ad for the CTA, and I have the stats here. I can show you. It did pretty well as far as impressions and clicks. You can see I've got 4,000 impressions, and I get a very cheap cost per result at 0.11 11 cents basically per click. Like, where have you seen that on Facebook? And I got 257 clicks. So you might be thinking, well, okay, that's fantastic. That's great numbers. But the problem is this: what I got is a 0.22% conversion rate, because from a couple hundred clicks, which is data from Facebook, I have no idea why it says this number in the affiliate network, and it says 1400 clicks in the tracker. This data, I must have set up something wrong, but you get the point. I have got a bunch of clicks, probably like 200, 300 clicks, and there's only one conversion. Now, this campaign on Facebook was set to clicks, and this is the problem. When you have an objective of driving as many clicks as possible on Facebook, and you have a very aggressive creative that spikes curiosity and people just want to know what's behind the ad, they're gonna click, and Facebook is gonna think, okay, we are getting results, and they'll optimize for clicks. And this is exactly what happened. The conversion rate absolutely sucks because Facebook found clickers, not buyers. And this is the biggest problem with getting lots of traffic with aggressive ads, is because the traffic is just not high quality. They have no intent to purchase anything. They think it's free, and this is what happens. Okay, now fortunately I only spent $27 here. Sometimes you're gonna have way more spent, and you're gonna still have shitty traffic, but in this case it is cheap, but it's also useless. So the lesson here is you need to be very careful with how you target users and how you set objectives with Facebook, because yes, you can get cheap clicks, but it's not always good. Like, you can get bad traffic from Facebook, and if you make creatives that look terribly interesting to click, then you've done a bad job actually. So you're supposed to get the right people. It's good to have a good creative that hooks people, but you need to make sure that the only people who are gonna click are people who would potentially buy. Because in this case, my offer here, people thought that you can do it for free. So they clicked with an expectation that they can just enter whatever information they need to, and they can check the location of family, friends, partner, whatever. But it's an offer where you have to pay. And so I got all these people to click, but then they see that you have to pay like a couple bucks for a trial, and that's where it did not work. Okay, so very important here, the ad has to be good and the conversion point has to be right for the traffic. So in this case, as you can see, it did not work well at all. I would be, with a good conversion rate, I would be making money with this campaign, because I'm getting super cheap traffic, but it just doesn't convert. So maybe if you are doing lead gen, maybe it could work, but honestly, like, you need high quality leads. You're better off with a better quality offer, higher payout, but you need to drive good traffic. Otherwise, it's pointless. Like, these clicks are not worth much. They're not worth anything to Facebook. They didn't make me any money either, and it's very hard to monetize something like that. Hope this video helps, and let me know if you have any questions. Otherwise, see you next time. Bye.